Nibi, everyone. Welcome to another sessions of Nibiru Ecosystem Spotlight and the apps demo. Today we have PRDT, the prediction market platform, with us today. So today we have James from the PRDT. So before we start the session, James, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself and how PRDT start?
Yeah, so well, about myself, firstly, I'm from the States, born in the States, and just give you a quick Reader's Digest version of how I got here. I actually started off trying to do a lot of entrepreneurial stuff because of having my daughter of some years back, and at the time my obligations didn't allow me to really like take a second job or anything like that, which now I'm grateful for because that's the most terrible way to try and make extra money. Yeah, so I tried to figure out like how I could make extra money, still attend to my responsibilities as a dad and husband, while other obligations. And so that led me to online marketing, which I failed at terribly for like quite a few, maybe like 3 years. And then I had like a breakthrough. Now, the funny thing is that the place that I had a breakthrough was another digital currency that was probably a precursor to what crypto is. And nobody understood it, but I understood it and I understood how to make money from it. So eventually I wound up creating a course behind it, that kind of thing. On to having some success in the digital marketing industry. Became like very good at copywriting and those kind of things, and like help clients make like millions of dollars. But the money that I was making, I didn't want to keep having to, even though I was making good money, I didn't want to have to keep working to make the money. So I was trying to figure out a way how I could get money to grow. And that's what led me into trading. Well, I started out in trading the forex market. And once again, you learn some things about yourself when you're trading, and failed at it, lost a lot of money until I started figuring some things out. And then things started to turn around. And I was doing that for quite some time. And then in 2017, as everybody knows, that's when crypto really started to become mainstream. Well, I had everybody telling me, you need to take a look at crypto. And I'm not going to lie. Just like I said before, I thought it was like, this is some crap. And, but the more and more people that was getting to, I said, just let me take a look at it. And so I'm looking at the market, and one of the great things that I loved about the crypto market back then, it's kind of changing now, but back then, is that I loved how there was no manipulation because it was decentralized. Versus in the forex market, it's a zero-sum game. In order for you to win, someone else has to lose. And a lot of times you're trading against the banks. Well, I started to wonder if I could take some of my successful strategies from the forex market and if they would apply to the crypto market. And I did, and it was just, at that point, there was no looking back. Funny thing was that I thought that everybody was into this, and on like a lot of Facebook groups and stuff like that, I just started sharing like my thoughts and those kind of things. And it just got crazy. You'd have thought I was crypto Jesus, because it was like everybody was DMing me, like asked me how did I know it was going to do that kind of thing. Well, eventually that led me down the road of DeFi, and I stumbled upon PancakeSwap, right? As I think some people know, and it was a prediction game. And I was, for me, for somebody like myself, I was like, it's kind of fun, because when you're trading the markets, you can get into a trade, but you have no control over when that trade ends. It is all based upon market movement, versus when you have the prediction market, you pretty much know when you can get in and out of a setup or a trade. And that's what attracted me to it. Well, I did try PancakeSwap and was doing good at it, had a pretty successful run, but then I started wondering if there was something else out there. So what happened was in 2021, in not too long after that, PRDT came into play, right? And I became very active in the community, those kind of things, and that's kind of how I connected with them. Well, like I said, back in 2021 is when PancakeSwap came on the scene with the predictions game, and it was brilliant. It needed some fine tuning, to be honest. And so what the team at PRDT did, they came on and basically invented a better mousetrap, if you will. So with PancakeSwap, like the price feeds, they were delayed and they were inaccurate, which somebody like myself that looks at the charts, that was frustrating, because you're trying to make a decision and the only way you can really make a decision about trading is to have the correct data. And PancakeSwap didn't provide that. Okay. And also there was no BTC or Bitcoin or Ethereum market. It was only BNB, right? And Binance Coin. And it wasn't a lot of liquidity in the pools. So it wasn't going to give you great odds when you're placing a bet. For example, you could place a bet thinking you're going to get this type of payout, and it could change like at the last second. So even if you're like trying to correct money management, you could still wind up losing money, right? So that wasn't good. So not too long after, that's when PRDT started to come on the scene, which now is named PRDT Legacy, excuse me. And it launched on the BSC and the Polygon network, which was awesome for somebody like myself in October 2021. And they also hosted a BNB market too, but they added ETH and Bitcoin, and it immediately got more action and also more liquidity in the pools. So now this was starting to become my preferred method of prediction market. And then they took all the feedback from the community and created PRD Pro, which is what we're going to get into in a little bit, which gives users much more flexibility to open the trade with more assets to choose from and timeframes ranging from like 1 minute to 30 minutes. And so also it's being deployed on 8 chains, soon 9 with Nibiru mainnet launching very soon. It was a mouthful, but I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting to hear, James. Thank you so much. I love how you share your experience, like when you like be a copywriter and help your customer to make like 1 million. And yeah, I also love you said about the how you jump into the crypto, yeah, in the past. Yeah, I think that is very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. So the next question is, I just want to know more about the PRDT. Maybe you can share more a little bit about the PRDT. Like, what is PRDT all about?
Yeah, so mainly the vision was when you started to see the rise of decentralization, right? If for those that are listening, I'm assuming everybody knows about that, but if not, the idea behind it is to basically put the money system back in the hands of the everyday person, right? And that's a good thing overall. And so when you have decentralization or DeFi, those kind of things, it really allows you to do some things that basically a lot of people that they call regulation try to prevent you, if I can be honest, from building wealth. And so with PRDT, it was come in the prediction side and offer a decentralized prediction market, a number of variations to choose from, 3 of them to be exact: PRDT Legacy, Classic, and Pro. Okay, and so with this, users can select what is the most suitable trading style for them. Now, why is that important? Because one of the things that I can tell you when it comes to trading, everybody can be looking at the same market, but that doesn't mean that everybody can understand the same market in the same way. One of the best ways to succeed is to be able to have options that fit your trading personality or your trading style. By having these different markets under the same umbrella, it gives you an opportunity to do that, where if you feel like you want to trade in one way, you can do that. Or if you want to trade another way, you can do that as well. And so the innovation lies in offering a fast-paced prediction market with short intervals, like I said before, from 1 minute to 30 minutes, which allows users to speculate on cryptocurrency, and not just cryptocurrency, but also forex markets as well. A few forex markets too.
Right now, they have so many strategies to trade, right? And then I think one of the strategies that, some of the people are looking for is the something like the prediction market that PRDT is doing right now.
Let me, if I can just piggyback on that. One of the great things about that is that we talked about this on another conference before, but the things when you're trading, and we'll get into like some of that stuff with strategists and those kind of things in a moment. But when you're trading, you have different trading personalities and different trading styles. There are some people, they like to be in the thick of it, like moment by moment, right? And then there are some people, they like things to be slowed down. Well, for me, I'm a mix of both. There are days where I can just be like, okay, I'm sharp, I'm on it, I'm just ready to get in it and just like kill it. And then there are some days I just don't feel like I got it, but I still want to take advantage of the market. DT allows you to do both of those, right? So if you want to do something fast paced, like a scalper or something like that, that's that kind of mentality and personality. You can get in there and you can do stuff like that, right? But if you want to just kind of take your time, you can do that as well. So you can say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to I'm going to get on the pro option, and I'm just going to like go for like 20-minute intervals or 30-minute intervals or something like that, and just take it throughout the day. And one of the cool things that I love right now is that we are literally in a market where it is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you tend to have plenty of opportunity. I personally believe this is one of the best times to be alive right now, because there are so many opportunities to build wealth with DeFi and then just a number of things as well. So I'm sorry, I wanted to just interject that real quick so people can understand that this can fit any type of trading personality that you may have.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I also love how you share about the trading personality. Let me just move to the next questions about PRDT. So James, I just want to know, like, what is the status of PRDT right now? like the development status or something?
Yeah, so this is not new to the game, or it's not, it's not like just coming out, right? PRDT is entering its fourth year as a leading DeFi prediction market platform, right? There is no rival to it. And basically we built like a community of like over 25,000 active traders and established partnerships with more than 15 prominent DeFi projects. That includes top dApps like Venus Protocol, BuySwap, and MetaVault Trade. So currently up to date, our platform has facilitated over 1 million trades last year alone. And since the inception, paid out more than 50 million, reflecting strong user engagement and market traction. Now, the cool thing, which is why we're on this call now, is PRDT is going to be launching on the Nibiru Nibiru mainnet as soon as it goes live. So this is not a fly-by-night operation, if you will. It has a lot of skin in the game and has been solid and has a strong foundation market for quite some time. And it's not going to slow down anytime soon.
All right. Thank you so much, James. Yeah, I am very excited to see the PRDT on Nibiru mainnet very, very soon. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. All right. I think, yeah, let's move to the next questions. So how can users go about participating in PRDT right now? Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is that we just implemented it where they can go and get tokens off of the faucet in the testnet stage, and they can go right over to PRDT.finance and test it out right now. And they can load up their wallet, get some tokens, and just go for it right now. And like I said, when it goes live, they'll be able to use Nibiru tokens on the mainnet. But right now it is live on the testnet, which when you're ready, we can jump into it and show people how it works.
Sounds good, James. Let's do it. Let's start from maybe you can share your screen and start from the beginning, like what we will see when we just, open the PRDT website. Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen. Let's get into it. Okay, let me know when you can see my screen good.
Yep, I can see your screen. Everything looks good.
Okay, perfect. Let's jump into it. So what we're looking at right now is the PRDT app, and I am currently on the classic version. So once you have your testnet tokens and you have it connected to your wallet, you can go right in and deposit those tokens. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. We go to deposit right here, click on that, and you can see that we have the Nibiru testnet already set. And then all we need to do is just go ahead and deposit our tokens. So I got some tokens in here. I'm just going to click on max. Show you how easy this is. Go to deposit. It's confirming it over here. We need to confirm it in our wallet. Yep. And these are deposited. We are ready to go. So it just takes a few seconds. All right. It's processing here. And let's go ahead and close that out. Okay. Deposit successful. Now we are set. So up here, you can see what your balance is. So we have some testnet tokens in here. Now let's talk about different versions of platform. Okay. So you have legacy. This is where it all started. And I'm gonna be honest, this is still kind of dear to my heart. I still like this one, but it's progressed since then. But for those of us that still like it, PRDT was very kind enough to keep it on there. So I appreciate that. But this is basically where you can trade you can go on and just go in 5-minute intervals, okay, between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and just speculate whether the market is going to be up or down in those 5 minutes. Now, this is on a loop. So it just constantly goes every 5 minutes. Okay. The classic version kind of does the same, but it's a more updated version of the legacy version. So that's what we're looking at right here, right now. Okay. So with the classic version, it's the same thing. It's just on a continuous loop. But the cool thing is with BTC, you have it where you have a 60-second time frame. And then you also have a 5-minute time frame, which you can see over here. Okay. So let me just show you really quick how this works. I'm just going to choose the 60-second time frame here. And if you're like me, you like to look at the charts. The chart is already here for you. It's already built in. So you can come in and change the interval here. So I'm just going to change this to 1 minute just to show you this. Okay. And then also, if you like to add some indicators, you can do that as well. So up here, you can go in here, and this pretty much has like the standard indicator. So let's just say we're going to add the RSI. Okay, we can do that. So now you have everything you need. Just work and trade right within the platform, depending on your strategy. All right. You can also see the past rounds of what's happened over here. If you want to use that to kind of figure out what the trend's doing over that particular time frame. But just placing the bet is as simple as coming in, putting your amount in, and then just clicking on whether you believe it's going to go up or down. So we're going to do that. And now we are set for this particular setup where in the next round, we've decided that we think that the market's going to go up. And that's pretty much it. Now it's just a matter of just waiting and see whether or not the market is going to continue. Okay. So this round is going to end in about 20 seconds. And then we're going to be in for the next round, which is, in this case, like I did a 60-second round, Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and let's let this play out. While that's playing out, I want to take you over to the pro section and show you how that works. So let's go ahead and click on pro. Now we don't need to stay here for this to happen. Okay. We can place our bet and then we can walk away. Okay. So that's another cool thing. Nice and watching at the market. You can say, okay, you know what? I think it's going to do this. Place your bet, walk away, and you're done. That's pretty much it. Come back later and see if you want.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So right now it doesn't look like I'm doing too good, but anything can change in the next 30 seconds. Okay. So let's go over to the pro version.
Let's say that for the legacy and classic, it's different. It's about the time frame, right? Because for the classic mode, we can just choose the time frame that we want to bet on, right? But for the legacy, there will be something like you only like choose up or down based on the thing that show on the screen, right?
Okay, well, here's the thing. The classic version is a more updated version of the legacy version, meaning that it's still the intervals are still the same. They still go on a continuous loop, a 60-second and a 5-minute. And I'm sorry, I chose a 60 second in that last one. But there's also a 5-minute option. But this is where you're not going to be able to start it where you want to. You pretty much it just goes on a 5-minute loop. So every 5 minutes, you decide whether you think it's going to be up or down in that next 5-minute interval or the next 60-second interval. Okay. The thing you're talking about, which is what I'm going to jump into now, is our pro version, where this allows you to start your trade wherever you want. Okay. With the classic version, it just goes on a continuous loop. You don't decide when the trade starts and when it ends. Okay. You speculate based upon the loop that's happening at that time. Is that making sense or no?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure that you're following me. Okay. So this one right here, the classic, let me just make sure everyone understands. This happens continuously. Okay. So you see up here, this is just going to loop every 1 minute, meaning that you're not deciding when the trade starts. You're just speculating on whether or not you think in the next minute or not, or the next 5 minutes, the market is going to be up or down. Okay. If we go over to the pro version, this gives us more control over when we want to enter the trade, which goes back to what I said earlier, that PRDT gives you flexibility in every way that you want to trade. Okay. So let me show you how this works here. This is a 1 second chart. This is like, I can't trade off that. But I'm gonna come to a 1 minute chart. And now we're looking at the market, right? Now, let's say that we think in the next, say 2 minutes that this market is going to go down. Okay. So if we go over here, you can set our time interval that we want, right? So I'm going to set this for 2 minutes. Right. Let's take a look here. And I'm going to say that I think this market is going to head up. So if I do that, I just go ahead and set my trade amount over here. And then I want, it's going to open the trade for me. And we can see the progression of the trade right over here and on the chart right here. Right. So now there's nothing left to do except to see if the trade is going to go in our favor or not. And this gives you more flexibility over when you want to trade or when you want to enter the market. Okay. Is that making sense at all?
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Okay. So now there's nothing else to do once you place the trade. You just have to see if it's going to go in your favor or not.
Daring, we are waiting for this one. So I just want to know, like, as a retail users, like, how can we best maximize the use of the PRDT? Yeah.
So as a retail user, and best thing you can do, okay, let's say I want to take it from 2 vantage points. Let's say if you are a person that, like me, you trade the markets and you're used to trading. If you're that type of person, then you pretty much just bring your strategies right over into PRDT, right? So if you're looking at items, like using indicators, in this case, let's say you're going to use something like the stochastic. Okay? And when it's oversold, you're looking for the market to go up. And when it's overbought, you're looking for the market to go down. Pretty much just do the same thing. But now instead of looking for targets, you're looking for it in terms of time expiration. Okay. So whatever your strategies are when you are trading the markets, looking for financial targets, just bringing it over into this market. Okay. But let's say if you are a brand new person, right, and you're looking to start with PRDT. Okay. Now I know okay, look at that. I won the trade. All right. Hey, we made some money. Okay. The best thing is to first get a foundational understanding of the markets and how it works. Now, as humans, we try and complicate things that really should be simplified. Okay. And this is not sexy. I tell you now, it's not sexy. It works. We pretty much want to get in where there's support and resistance. Now, I don't want to go through this too much because, this is things you can find online. Support is pretty much Yeah, it's everybody's looking for like this magic holy grail, magic wand thing, and it's like, bro, it really is simple, man. Or I see, right? That's pretty much it. Right? Look at this right here. Look at this section right here. You can see this is where people stop buying because the market start going down. These are the areas that you look for when you're trading. Same thing. So if you're looking to place a trade, we're on the 1 minute chart, right? You're looking to place a trade, you want to get the market up some room to move, like 2 minute, 3 minute trade or something like that. You look for the areas where the market went up and it didn't continue. You're in here. And it's the same thing going the other way. Look for areas where the market didn't go down anymore and started to go up. Now, when you use indicators, you use indicators to confirm it. Indicators are not crystal balls. They just help to confirm what you're thinking. Okay. So as you can see here, oversold and the market started to turn around. Here it was overbought. The market started to go down, right? That's pretty much it. I wish I could give you something that was super sexy, but it's not. Okay. You really start making money from this stuff, it becomes boring. I'm just going to be honest. And so that's pretty much it. If I could give the people something that could help them further, help them understand the key when you're looking at the market and you're looking at the candlesticks into PRDT, when you're looking at the candlesticks, what the market thinks about that price. It doesn't matter what you think, it's what the market thinks. So the market here that it was too expensive, so they sold it. And the market here that it was too cheap, so they bought it. And this is everybody. So this is your institutions as well as your retail people. If you're a retail person, you have to understand that you don't have a lot of play in the market. So you have to go with the flow of the market. You can't make the market move any more than what you can make it move versus those that have billions or trillions of dollars. So those are the things that you want to look for when you're getting into markets like this or any market. You pretty much want to look for the areas that people are choosing that the market is too expensive or the market is too cheap. Bring that strategy over into a DApp like PRDT and trade accordingly. It really is that simple. And everybody, even a beginner, can look and see where it's not going down anymore. Up anymore. That's pretty much
Which is a very, very nice trick, to be honest. Yeah. And I believe that everyone here will try to, use these strategies when the mainnet go live. Yeah. But before the mainnet go live, you guys can go on the PRDT website and try it by yourself by using the testnet token also. Yeah. I think this is
Yeah. The testnet tokens are available right now. You can go in right now and start to test it for yourself, just like I'm doing right here on the screen.
Yeah, definitely. I will drop the link for the faucet and the PRDT website later on. I have one more question for you, James. So, any case studies that we can talk about? Yeah.
The case studies are pretty much there, like in the community. So those will be available in the community, and people could join the community after this chat, and they can see like what people are doing there. One of the things that I want to jump to is that it's not just like you're trading on the pro side. There's also it's not a point system, but kind of like a point system, where when you trade and you make trades, you also get tickets. Okay, and the tickets allow you to use them to reclaim prizes later. So for example, you're making trades, and it's not here on the screen now, but when you're making trades, every trade you make produces a certain amount of tickets, which you'll see over in this section when you start trading live. It's not available now because we're on the testnet, right? And once those tickets like accumulate, you can use them for basically claiming prizes. And some of the prizes allow you to get like funds back. Some of the prizes allow you to get some other things and things like that. Aside from that, case study wise, like I said before, we really like want to narrow it down to like maybe one case study, because there's some people that it's all based upon like their own ability, right? Like you just saw me right here on the screen. You saw me lose a trade, and then you also saw me make money from a trade. Well, there's a case study for you right there. There are some people that, if I can be honest, they don't exercise good money management. So I don't want to highlight that. I want to highlight the fact that, okay, to do this, you can make money, but you do have to use good money management. Then also to jump into the community and see what others are doing and how some people are killing it.
Yeah. Definitely, James. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Okay, I think there is no question from my end left. But before we close these sessions, I just want to open the floor to anyone here who has any question. So yeah, if you guys have any question, feel free to drop in the chat. James here. So yeah, any question? I think Jiri is typing. Yeah, so let's wait a little bit. By the way, I I feel like the UX UI is very easy to use for the PRDT, which is very good.
Very intuitive. Very intuitive. Hey, let me before I answer the next question, let me jump back real quick to the Classic and the Pro. I didn't mention this that they both work the same, whereas with the Legacy, you're pretty much doing things on chain, right? You pick your bet, then you know confirming the MetaMask. Versus with I forgot to mention this, the Classic and the Pro, you can deposit right into the app, and you can also deposit from 8 chains. So this way you don't have to like constantly keep, you know, like confirming it in your wallet and that kind of thing. You make one deposit into the app, and then like from there you can just trade. And then you know make your withdrawals and things like that when you're ready.
Yeah, thank you so much, James. There's one question from Immortal. Yeah, maybe you can take this. Is this protocol, yeah, the PRDT, accessible to only Nibiru? I think you also share this at the beginning, but maybe you can, yeah, share more a little bit.
No. It's actually accessible on a number of chains. The reason we're here today is because we're bringing it to Nibiru. So it's accessible on a number of chains though, but we want to make sure that we introduce Nibiru and its users to PRDT because it's going to be available using the Nibiru token when it goes live, when Nibiru goes live. It is available
Yeah,
to all other chains.
yeah, definitely. Immortal. So yeah, you can wait for the mainnet launch, and then yeah, you can use the PRDT on Nibiru. All right. Any questions, guys? If not, I also have one question for you, James.
Yeah.
So, do you have any plan to have any more token in the future? Like, you have the BTC and you have the Ethereum, right?
You know, throughout the iterations of PRDT, there has been multiple developments, and not too far-fetched to think that there will be other tokens. So let me show you this here real quick. If you go over here to the Pro section, there are a number of tokens that you can trade. Okay, so you have some of the tokens like BTC, then you have like meme coins, and then also you have a few forex pairs as well. So you can see that you can even trade like some of the forex pairs and things like that, which for somebody like myself is good because I came up on the forex pairs. So this is like awesome too. But there's PRDT is always open to the user suggestions and adding more of what the users feel that they want to see. So this is definitely 100% a possibility.
Yeah, that is very nice. Thank you so much, James. One more question from Immortal. Do PRDT have a token or intend to have one in the future?
There is talks of it happening in the future. There's no set date, but the team is looking into that now, and it looks like that there's a possibility, very high possibility. I don't want to say yay or nay because that's up to the founders of PRDT, but there are talks right now, and the user base has been asking for one. So most likely, yes, there will be one coming in the future. I want to give people a bonus before we get off the call of how PRDT you even in your regular trading. So before we get off the call, I'm gonna give some people a freebie that they're absolutely gonna love. But okay, all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't want us to leave before that.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, the question from Jerry is, what makes PRDT stand out from the rest?
Well, I mentioned it earlier. You have a few other prediction markets right out there, but with PRDT, what makes them stand out, and I'm just going to go in contrast with like PancakeSwap because that was like, you know, the entrant, the foray into the prediction market. First of all is the liquidity. Okay, you got to have liquidity for this to work, and PRDT has a ton of it. Versus PancakeSwap, I didn't have a lot of liquidity at the time. Okay. 2 is the choice of tokens that you can trade, right? With PancakeSwap, you can only trade Cake or BNB. PRDT, as you see right here, you have a number of tokens that you can trade and even some forex pairs. Okay. So for someone like myself, right, that still messes around with forex, PRDT and being able to speculate on whether the market is going to go up or down, for me is like heaven because I understand the personality of these pairs, right? So it's very beneficial for me. I can't go do that on PancakeSwap, right? Also, the payouts, right? So if you're doing any of this stuff, you want to make sure that you know like what you're going to be able to receive if you're right, and then also manage your money if you're wrong. Well, that's hard to do on PancakeSwap if I think that the payout is going to be like 1.95 and at the last seconds it changes to like 1.65. So if I lose 2 rounds and then I win 3 rounds, I still might wind up losing money. Okay, so that's not like a great thing. Okay, the other thing is the number of chains that PRDT is on. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And so even though we're here with Nibiru, it gives you the flexibility of working on chains that you want to work on. And that's the cool thing about it as well. Also, just the amount of amount of partnerships that PRDT has had and has been able to forge over the last few years versus everybody else is just unparalleled with the flexibility that you want to trade. You're not going to find that anywhere else. It's pretty much in other prediction markets, it's set to how they have it set, and that's it. And PRDT gives you a lot more flexibility in trading how you want to trade so that you can make it fit the way that your trading personality and your trading style works. And that's, in my opinion, I believe that's what sets it apart from the rest.
Yeah, I think that is why we should use the PRDT instead of other platform. I also love it. All right, thank you so much, James. Before I close these sessions, James, do you have anything else to share with everyone here?
I'm gonna give you all some insight, something that I love PRDT for. If you trade the markets like me, or you want to get into trading the markets, right? So let's say that you're trading for speculation, and you're like trading where you're like leverage trading, those kind of things, or even spot trading. If you don't know what that is, spot trading is where you buy the token, you hold it, and you sell it when it, like, leverage trading is that you don't buy the token, you are speculating on the contract, and you're allowed to control more money than what you have, right? And so I leverage trade a lot. See, one of the things that I like about PRDT is that I can come in and I can start trading on PRDT, right, in this manner, the prediction market. But as I'm going throughout the prediction market, it's giving me a feel what the market is doing overall, right? What I like to do as I'm trading PRDT and I'm getting a feel for where the market is, it lets me know where I can start to place my trades for the leverage trading. To see if I'd have traded this session like this, right, not have known, okay, wow, okay, this is not where people are like buying anymore. And I would use that as my guide to help me to place my leverage trade. So that's one of the things. This is my own personal thing. Okay. I'm not saying this is what like you do with PRDT. I'm telling you what I like to do. And using PRDT helps to warm me up. And I'm trading the market in other ways. And at the same time, able to make money from it. That's one of the reasons that I like this. Okay.
Yeah, I think
It gives you a feel for the market. Sorry, go ahead.
this is a very nice trade, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, we should try this sim.
That's my own personal thing. Okay. I'm just trying to give you a different perspective. Right. Somebody did raise markets. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I think that is super sick to see, to be honest. Yeah. All right. Okay, I don't see any question left. So yeah, thank you so much, James and the PRDT team for joining this session and sharing information about the PRDT, and also share an amazing trick to trade on the PRDT also. And before I close this session, I just want to remind everyone here in the session that right now we have the small campaign. So yeah, you can check in the community announcement also. But yeah, I also drop the information in the chat. So you guys can guess the BTC price will be at exactly 12:30 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, and you can just drop your prediction in the prediction games channel. Yeah, which I just tagged in the chat. So yeah, tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. UTC, we will see who will be the one who can guess the price, the closest one. Yeah. All right. I think we come to an end of the sessions. Thank you again, James, and everyone who joined these sessions. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys. Take care. Thank you so much, James.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.